go plant some wheat. Morning. Okay guys, so hopefully by tomorrow night we will be just about finished seeding wheat. We've still got 55-60 hectares out at Belaley North to do, but that's if we even get out there and do it, because it's getting that late right now and it still basically needs to be stone picked on the top of the hills after the reefinator went through, so that one might get cancelled. But anyway, we're going to get the stuff done at home and get it out of the way, and that's going to be very nice. Two things I've noticed this morning is this paddock is called R10, and I go into R10 and there is no AB lines and no data about the paddock, so I don't know what the heck's happened there. I'm going to have to remap this paddock. Thanks Topcon. And secondly, the total hectares on here since I reset it last, 666.6. Is this going to be a bad day? I don't know. Make sure we got seed coming out before I get too far. Honestly, before that last rain came, I was having a hell of a time getting the seed depth right, and that's why getting mud like that caught on the wheels, it's very hard to get your seed depth right, and just everything clogging up with mud. Like these things just absolutely get chock-a-blockers between here, and it's just hard to pull. It doesn't do a good job. So hopefully, it's been a couple of days since we had that rain now. Hopefully things are going to go a little bit better today. I don't know, I've seeded this paddock twice before, but there's no data in the screen anymore. I'm going to have to map the paddock again. The paddock's there's no lines, there's no nothing. Yeah. Anyway.
The bugger. It doesn't look like we're going to be under the pump that much anyway. It looks like we're going to have Monday to do stuff.
Yeah. I was just a bit worried about the wind, that was all.
Yeah, well, this stuff can be sprayed out anyway.
Yeah.
Since I've got the luxury, Bobby girls with her Lola.
Yeah.
I thought I'll grab a coffee.
Well, I looked up, I saw the car, and I was like, that's got Stacey, is it already bringing me food? I was like, geez.
I literally drove into the paddock, 2 paddocks up, and drove up to a tractor because I thought, oh, he's not moving yet, perfect.
I don't know.
And then I was like, hang on, it's a Borgolt seed and fert bin, but the rest of the setup looked the same. Anyway, I drove up to it and I was like, this doesn't look right.
Well, that was a nice surprise visit. A cold winter's morning and a nice hot drink delivered to paddock. We'll call it Farmer Eats. Well, we seem to be doing a hell of a lot better job in here today. A couple more days to dry out. This paddock also had livestock on it last year, so it was a bit hard, but virtually no mud sticking to the press wheels or the wheels. It's amazing. It's amazing. Hopefully today's going to go smooth and we're going to knock out an absolute bunch of acres. Alright, we're just going to stop and have a look, see what sort of a job we're doing now that we're going. Because I'm telling you, I had a really hard time the other day. I ended up making a heap of adjustments to the bar. I could not get the thing to get seed in the dirt. It was just pushing dirt around, it was digging big furrows, and seed was all over the top. So we'll have a look. What I did notice while I was doing my check around, checking seed depth and press wheel tension and stuff, is this whole thing here, these bolts are coming loose. Now of course I have an adjustable with me, and the one size I need that I don't have in the tractor is a 24mm. So anyway, I'll just have to persist and see if Dad can run one up to me. That's the problem when you got one guy in the sprayer, one guy in the tractor, you got no one to run around. Bring a service ute up or something like that with some tools in it, but anyway. It's probably been loose for a while, so it'll hang on for another hour or two. Rightio, the little northern piece down there is done. Now I've just got this bit here to do on the southern end. And I'll tell you what, this paddock is, as I like to say, an absolute dog's breakfast. It's got 3 waterways going through it, it's got reefs, it's got rocks, it's got bloody 100 million turns, and it's not, it's just very time consuming to seed this paddock. Lots of turning. So I don't know how well you can see them on the camera, but there's all these little sub-zero stalks sticking up. That's just a forage crop that we grow for the sheep, but a lot of it ran up last year. It's a bit like canola when it starts to go up to seed, and we're a bit worried we weren't going to get through it. Not that they're very thick, but once they lay over on the ground, they get caught up in the, you know, between the tines and make a bit of a mess. But no, they seem to be going through pretty well, and I think like there's enough of them standing that, you know, any of the ones on the ground that get caught up, they just get taken out by the ones that are standing. So it's all going pretty smoothly, guys. Can't complain. Thanks for a shot.
Oh,
Well, you got tunes going.
yeah, no painting tunes. It's 90s R&B. Probably tastes like coconut water. What's even out here?
Picking up rocks.
Ah.
A couple of big whopper rocks in here. Well, you just came back to fetch them, I think.
What, just tunes?
Yeah. So can you guys see that tractor up there? What did you do this morning, dear?
Went to deliver a tasty beverage to it.
Went to deliver a tasty beverage to Mick Walkie, didn't you?
I drove straight up to it. Oh, sorry, it doesn't look right.
Hey, it's green, but
Well,
it's green and a red bar,
and then I
but
was like,
no green air seeder on the back.
Or gold.
Yeah.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah, well, these things happen. He would have had a good laugh, I reckon.
Well, I don't, no one was in it, so.
Oh,
But I literally drove right up to it.
oh did you? I just had a nice piece of ham on the side of my face then when I was talking.
It's just making friends with your pimple.
Yeah.
Too many sweeties.
Too many sweeties. I'll be back by the house anyway.
Oh, yeah, when you change. Alright.
Alright, see ya. Just working through this little washway here. We did try and smooth it out a bit last year, but she's still a bit rough in a few spots. I reckon we should get the drone out and harass the neighbour. Glad I bought the drone out today. I just used a battery, so hopefully I got some good footage, but I do have reservations about doing that sometimes, because I don't know, some guys might not like you flying the drone over them. I don't know, some people get funny about things like that, I guess. Rightio guys, I only got the headlands left in this paddock now, and then we're out of here. Alrighty tidy, we are done. Thank goodness. Fold them up and get back on the road. Quick top up with seed and fert, and then 65 hectares. That's the last paddock of wheat for harvest we have at home. Getting that double knockdown done. Quick crank check, and yeah, we'll be back into it. Right, we're looking good. Let's get it. Oh, well, it sure does feel good to be in this paddock. Nice flat going, continuously cropped. The soil is nice and friable. We might actually make some acres up tonight. This will be good. Oh, I shouldn't say that. That's when things start to go bad. When things are going so good, or things you think are going to go so good. Nah, just don't even say it. Well, told you I shouldn't have said anything. We got this horrible weed up this end of the paddock, the north end. We sprayed it out early in summer, really early, and we thought it was dead for sure. Now it's wrapping up like that around the tines and just dragging dirt everywhere. I'm really bloody annoyed about this. I can't get out every 10 minutes and do this. You try and do the right thing and get rid of it, spray it out, the bloody stuff still survives. All I'm saying, if you got this weed or you're seeing it on your property, get rid of it. I mean, you probably can't see it all that well from here in the cab, but it just wraps up around the tines and then it just smears dirt everywhere, and you spend thousands of dollars on pre-emergence and you're just smearing the dirt back all over the road, back all over the crop. You know, when we took the sheep out of here in summer, this had all been sprayed and that weed looked dead for all odds. Yeah, probably should have come back in here and paid a bit more attention to it. But I mean, the other thing is we had about 40 mil of rain over 6 months. Like, come on, man. How has that stuff not only been sprayed, but then survived and grown on that much rain? I really don't want to have to get out every single time I go up and back and pull that stuff off. Just gonna have a quick look and see what sort of a job we're doing here before it gets dark, because it's not far away. I've got a feeling it's gonna be a long night, actually. Probably wouldn't hurt to be just a touch deeper at the moment. I don't really know when our next rain's coming, so I can really do with that blanket weed is just keep my speed down a bit so I'm not throwing too much dirt around. Who am I kidding anyway? I'm not going the speed I want. But yeah, do that, and when it gets bad I just have to get out and clean it off. It's going to be a long night. Guys, frustration levels are through the roof right now. This is the 3rd time that I've hopped out and found seeding boots clogged up with mud. So I don't know what's going on now. I don't know if this blanket weed's catching up on everything and then getting caught up under the seeding boots and then plugging them full of mud. And you know what? To make things worse, the bitumen road is right there. Always happens next to the bitumen road. Always happens next to the road. There we go, that's blocked. Why is that blocked? I just did a seed check before and it looked like there was seed coming out under all of them. I went up and back again and I got more blocked. This one's blocked. Why are you doing me like this? I think it might be time to quit for the night. Come back in the daylight. The funny thing is though, daylight ain't gonna make it any better. Still the same problems tomorrow. Oh look, there's another one. This is a prime example of how to absolutely screw yourself over, guys. Always next to a bitumen road. Couldn't happen anywhere else, could it? Always next to the bitumen. Well, guess what? I'll never let this happen again. You live and you learn. Anyway, I thought we'd done the right thing and sprayed it out, and we were golden, but apparently not. Well, I do debate whether to put these sorts of things on the YouTube channel because, you know, you feel it might make you look a bit silly, maybe a bit stupid or whatever, but at the end of the day, we're all just human beings. We're not perfect, and try as we might, things don't always go to plan, especially in farming. So if you're down the supermarket buying a loaf of bread, just remember there could be an idiot farmer out there just like me doing exactly what I'm doing right now, just so you can have that loaf of bread. This weed really is something else.